having us here at the Logan County Fair. It is our first time doing shows in Ohio ever. So thank you very much, and thank you guys for being awesome fans of Gator Boys. We do appreciate that a lot, supporting what we do in the cause of the alligator rescue. We do appreciate it. Alligators are misunderstood animals, and no one wants to take care of them. So we're able to share that on a national level. Now guys, before we get started with the show, I am going to introduce everybody to you. My name is Jimmy. I'm going to be narrating this show for you guys today. Thank you, appreciate it. Now over here in the blue shirt, this is Richard. Let's give him a big round of applause. And then over here in the red shirt and the cowboy hat, this is Scott. Let's give him a big round of applause. I love you, Scott. Now guys, Scott has a very important job while he's in here. Scott's going to be showing you some animals that we brought, but Scott is also what's known as a spotter. And on a serious note, a spotter has a very important job. If anything was to go wrong at any point, Scott's job is to get the alligator off of the Alligator Wrestler. And on that note, we're going to introduce your Alligator Wrestler. I already mentioned him once, but I think he needs another round of applause because he's going to be wrestling your alligator. I want everybody to say, hi, Richard. Hi, Richard. Everyone say goodbye, Richard. Goodbye. That's just in case you don't make it. Everybody already said goodbye. He is your backup. He's about 90 pounds soaking wet. But that's okay. But guys, before we get into the alligators, we are going to show you some of the reptiles that we brought with us. We're going to start off with some turtles. Now we start off with the turtles because a lot of kids like to see them, and turtles are just pretty much cool all the way around. Now guys, the turtle that you're looking at now is what's called a yellow belly slider. Now the yellow belly slider is native to Florida. He is the most common water turtle that we have. Now, you guys do have this turtle up here, but he's not native. This turtle is what's known as an invasive species. What happens is you guys will go in, buy these turtles from the pet store, exotic pet trade, and you get them when they're very little. They're cute, you guys can house them very easily, but they grow up, they get big. So when they get this size, nobody has a place to keep them. So what does people do? They open up that back door, they slide that turtle right on out into that lake, that canal, that creek, whatever you have near your house. And now that turtle starts to breed with your native water turtle. So now you have an invasive species. So guys, remember, if you get animals that aren't native, please do not release them into the wild. Bring them to a zoo or a sanctuary where they can live out the rest of their life. In Florida, they have banned the sale of red-eared sliders because there's so many of them in the wild. They're trying to get that under control. Now, we get a lot of questions. How do you tell if a water turtle is a male or female? Now, you cannot tell by looking at the turtle shell. If he has pretty colors, that doesn't mean it's a female. All right? Now, the only way you can tell is by the front hands on the turtle, by their fingernails. Male water turtles will have very long fingernails, and female water turtles will have short, stubby little nails. Now, the reason males have those very long fingernails is for one reason, and that's for breeding season. He will swim up to the female, wiggle his pretty nails in her face. If she likes them, she swims home with them. If not, she turns around and swims the other way. And is that how you got your first girlfriend? You cut your nails and then she left? Scott, go put the turtle away. I don't trust you. Go put him away. Put the turtle away. Now we're going to take out another turtle. This next turtle is probably the most common widespread turtle throughout the United States. You can find them here in Ohio. It's called the snapping turtle. Scott, stop, 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 stop. Turn the turtle around. No. Quit. Stop. Don't move. Turn the turtle around. They're called a snapping turtle. They bite what's in front of them. You're welcome. Yeah. So on that note, guys, if you ever pick this turtle up, never hold him like that, okay? Bad things can happen. Now guys, this is what's known as a common snapping turtle. Like I said, a very common turtle in every state. Now this is a Florida snapping turtle. He is full grown. He's not going to get any bigger than what you're looking at here. But you guys have this turtle in Ohio. Your guys' snapping turtle gets a lot bigger than ours though. Now the reason being is that you guys have many months of cold weather. So your snapping turtle, he takes advantage of when it gets hot up here during the summertime, during the spring. That snapping turtle, he has a lot of energy at this time, so he starts hunting for food. He does what we call power feeding himself. And he needs to put a lot of weight on, so he's able to survive during that cold winter time. Our snapping turtle, like this one, he doesn't have to worry about that. Our snapping turtle, it may get around 50 degrees for 2 months, and that's pretty much it. So our turtles really do not go dormant. They eat year-round. Now we're going to sit this turtle down on the ground. Yeah, keep him away from me. What is that, loaded turtle? All right, stay. Now we're going to take out another turtle. And this next turtle he's going to take out is a very large turtle. And is in the same family
Alligator.
as this turtle, called the alligator snapping turtle. Now notice that Scott, how he's holding this turtle. He has him right behind that head. He gets away with this because this turtle has a very short neck. Now I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate something for you with this turtle. Now focus on the mouth.
It's got that tongue.
Now focus on the mouth, guys. Notice that the turtle, he doesn't have any teeth. He has a very sharp beak. And say a fish went in to grab that little tongue that looks like a worm. I'm going to quit talking so you can hear it. If that turtle bit you in the finger, your finger is coming off. Turn them this way, Scott, just a little bit so they can see. We're going to do that one more time. I'm going to quit talking once again. And it's basically like 2 sets of razor blades coming together. And like I said, if it was your finger, it's coming clean off. If he bites you in the wrist or the arm, possibly he can bite it to the bone. Now the common snapping turtle, same thing, no teeth, but he's not taking your finger off. It's just going to be a very painful bite. Now guys, notice the shells on these turtles. Notice the alligator snapping turtle. He has ridges on his back. Mimics that the back of an alligator. That's where he got the name the alligator snapping turtle. Now the common snapper, notice the shell is very smooth. And that's like that throughout his entire life. Now once again guys, all these turtles you're looking at start off the size of a quarter. And it has taken this turtle 60 years to get this big. And he would be right around 60 pounds also. But that sounds old and big until I tell you these turtles have been known to get up over 200 pounds and can live over 250 years old. So this turtle is going to be here longer than anybody in this fairgrounds right now. All right, let's give them a round of applause, Scott and Richard, for taking these turtles out for you. That snapping turtle gets very heavy. And now we're going to move to some alligators. You guys want to see alligators? All right, but we're going to start off with little ones. Now I hear everyone saying, "Aw," that's until they bite you, all right? Do not let the size of these alligators fool you. These alligators already have right around 200 to 300 pounds of bite pressure per square inch in these jaws. Now the mom and dad, they have almost 2,000 pounds of pressure. So it just gets a lot stronger as they get older. Now once again, take a notice of the body. Alligators are a black to gray. Alligators are not green. Alligators that are green are found in comic books and cartoons. Real alligators are black. Now notice once again that the color bands on them. Notice the bands running up the body. It is basically a yellow tint. Now what these bands work as is for camouflage. When these alligators... Was that just an alligator high five? Nice. They love each other. Now guys, like I was saying, they depend on these yellow bands for camouflage. Now a mom alligator will lay up to somewhat 35 to 40 eggs in a nest. Now, the mom has a big responsibility. She has 40 baby alligators to take care of. But unfortunately, she can't watch all of them. So what